ready? We figured out all our things.
If not, we'll just figure it out as we go along.
That's how I usually do things. Hello, welcome to my channel, Duckpotatoe's World. My name is Katie, aka Mrs. Duckpotato, and you have found my monthly video vlog, Created to Create. This is the December 1st, 2025 episode. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back and watching me. And if you are new, hi. I hope you enjoy it and decide to stay. I have a guest co-host today, my mom, Mandy, also known as Nana Spice on Ravelry.
And also known as Mrs. Duckpotatoe's mom.
That too. And so yeah, she's here today. So yay, it's always fun when mom can vlog with me. I still think of it as a podcast in my head, but I guess it's not technically a podcast.
It's a podcast you can watch.
Yeah, I guess you could just listen to me, but I don't think that would be as much fun because then you couldn't see the stuff.
Right.
Anyway, I digress. So welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm excited that you're here. I can also be found on Facebook and Goodreads as Katie Brohard. If you want to follow me on any of that, feel free. If you are hanging out here and you've been hanging out for a while, I would really appreciate it if you would like, comment, and subscribe. It does help me out. I have been hovering at like 985 to 990 subscribers for like 2 years.
Oh, it's time to boost it up.
It would be really fun if that number could just get over 1,000. It's been like a long time hovering.
Yeah.
So
20
comment,
more subscribers.
subscribe, share me with your friends if you think they would enjoy what I do here. It's nothing terribly unique. I know that there's like a dozen more podcasts that do the same thing. I like to watch them though, so surely you guys like to watch them too. But yeah, so let's see. What are we wearing? You want to go first?
Okay. I am wearing these little earrings here are little scarves that Katie actually knit for me to coincide with Hogwarts House of Ravenclaw, the book colors. And she did these herself with the yarn from Brazen
Stitchery?
Yeah, it was several years ago we bought this yarn. I'm going to try to show you the socks. I'm old, but
can you see them?
These socks are the same yarn, and they're knit, and the pattern for the socks is called Hermione's Everyday Socks.
Yeah.
And so anyway, she knit these for me, and
I knit the earrings. She knit the socks.
Yeah, I knit the socks. She knit the earrings. It was all with the yarn by Brazen Stitchery, called Ravenclaw.
Well, I think it was called something about wisdom.
Yeah, but it was to coincide with the house, with Ravenclaw's house, with Harry Potter.
And I don't remember the pattern I used, but it was off Ravelry. I think it was like size 0 or size 1 needles.
I know she told me not to lose them because she's not knitting another pair.
Actually, when I first did that, I was like, never do this again. Now it wouldn't be that big a deal.
Okay.
At the time, that was really hard for me.
But I like them. I get lots of comments on them when I wear them around, and sometimes I wear them at work, and everybody really...
I have a matching pair, but we didn't know we were going to do this together today.
This is
so we didn't coordinate what we were wearing. Which is really ironic because we both wore something the other person knit. Just happenstance. Because I am wearing the Wanderer. The Wanderer bandana cowl that she knit me for Christmas last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is done in
the Piney
Woods by Bashful Armadillo. Yeah. So, because I live in the Piney Woods.
Yeah. I knit each of my daughters and my daughter-in-law a cowl last year with the geographical yarns put out by Bashful Armadillo. And Katie lives in East Texas, so hers is the Piney Woods. My youngest daughter lives out in West Texas near Paladura Canyon, and that was the name of her yarn.
That was pretty yarn.
It was beautiful yarn. Our middle daughter, my middle daughter, your sister, lives in San Antonio, and that one was called the Riverwalk.
Which was way fun.
It is so amazing. It is so San Antonio.
It looked like a fiesta party.
And then my daughter-in-law lives in the Houston, Texas area, and they didn't really have anything, but they had a Gulf Coast, Texas Gulf Coast. So I chose that for hers.
Yeah, they were fun. If you have pictures, do you have pictures of all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Send me them and I'll put them.
Okay.
I'll put pictures of all 4 of them up here so you can see them. It was a neat idea and it was a neat project. It would be fun if we could all 4 wear them and be in the same place at the same time.
That would be my lifelong dream if sometime on this side of heaven,
we could all be together.
4 of my children could be together in one time in one place.
Maybe someday.
But, if not, then I know we'll be that way on the other side of heaven.
Yes,
so.
there we will meet again. Thank the Lord for that.
So yeah, amen.
So that is what we are wearing. And then finished objects. I don't have a lot of finished objects, but I have a few.
Okay.
So my first 2 finished objects are sort of kind of knitting. Sort of. kind of, but not really. So I am going to have a table at the Mineola League of the Arts Holiday Bazaar next weekend. Yes, next weekend. And I just have some shawls that I've knit that I just don't wear because I have a lot of shawls. And it's not cold that often. So I find myself wearing like the same 3 or 4 over and over again, and the other ones just don't ever get worn. So some of the ones I don't wear very often, I thought I would put in the bazaar and see if I could sell them. And then I thought about doing made-to-order holiday socks on my sock machine. Okay. So those won't be pre-knit. People will have to come up and order them, and then I'll make them during the show and deliver them after. But I thought I'd like to have just some little things for sale too. So I knit a sweater, and my sons were helping me.
Oh, is that the sweater that got washed and dried?
Yes. It got, this 100% wool sweater was washed and dried and therefore felted. And so it made a great Christmas tree.
That's awesome. I love it. Yes.
And then while I was doing that, I found some wool scraps at Melota from their rug hookers that were really, really small scraps. So I made some others that were a little bigger, just with different kinds of. So this is actually wool, like felted on purpose. This was a sweater that I got to wear, I think, 2 or 3 times. I didn't wear it very much before it.
Well, but at least it has a repurposing.
Right. It has a second life. So I made several of these to go on my table, and I kept one of each kind for myself. I actually made a third kind too out of the sweater that got felted, but I didn't make one for me to keep. If you remember last year, and you can look on my channel, in fact, I'll tag the video, but I showed you how to make little Christmas tree ornaments with I-cord. So these other ornaments I made were exactly the same as those, but instead of I-cord, I just used strips of felted knitting. Otherwise, it was exactly the same. So I didn't keep one for myself because I have the I-cord version, but I did make a few of those, and I'll put a picture in if I think about it, or you can go watch the video and see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just made those, and then did I make anything else? Oh, my husband made more of those knitting needle bracelets.
Oh, okay.
I didn't wear one, but he made some of those to go in there. But yeah, so that is a finished object. And then, if you have been watching my channel for a long time, you might vaguely remember this project. So I just turned 42 2 years ago. For my 40th birthday, my husband took me on a yarn crawl, and he let me pick out yarn at every one of the shops in DFW that we went to, and let me buy some yarn. Well, he kept picking out yarn I didn't want to buy, and I was like, I don't want that one. And he's like, no, buy it to make something for me. And I'm like, I'm not knitting you that much stuff. So he's like, well, I'm just gonna buy it then. So he bought it anyway, and then came home all gung-ho to learn to yarn. So this is what happens if you go on a yarn crawl and you don't knit. You come home all excited about knitting. So I taught him to knit. He started 2 projects, he finished 0. One of the projects he started.
Yay, James, you're right up there with
everybody else, right? Oops, I have some ends I didn't weave in yet. Anyway, so this was one of the things he started. Goodness. This is a Tahoe Hooded Cow by Alper Bina, or Bina Alper. I'm not sure which is the first name and which is the last. And he got all the way to here before he let it stop, and then didn't knit on it for 8 months. And the boy, he was actually making it for our son, Joe. And Joe kept asking, is my hood ready? Is my hood ready? Is my hood ready? Is my hood ready? And finally, James is like, I'm not finishing it. I'm not finishing it. So then Joey came to me. Mom, would you finish my hood? Mom, would you finish my hood? Finally, I was like, I'll look at it. I was like, oh, all it needs is like a few more rows and then this little part. Sure. So I picked it up and I started working on it. I'm like, what the heck? Where did he leave off? Like, I couldn't figure out. It's a 4-row repeat. How hard is it to figure out where you left off? Well, that's when I discovered that somewhere down here, he did a short row and went back the other way and reversed the pattern so that the right side was now the inside of the hood for the majority of it. So instead of having to do 4 rows and the border, I frogged all the way down to his short row and re-knit the entire hood and did the little cuff border around the face.
That is pretty amazing.
I did not notice that I thought I had woven in all the ends because Joe's been wearing this around the house. I'll put a picture of him wearing it because all day yesterday at Thanksgiving, he kept telling me, sorry, we are filming this a little bit before the 1st. You're watching it on the 1st. But all day during Thanksgiving, he kept telling me how cold it was because we had the heater off and all the windows open. It was like 60. It was not cold. And I was in the kitchen cooking. I was hot. So he came in wearing this because he was cold. But apparently I missed a tail I need to weave in. So
that's pretty cool.
But anyway, you fold it. This is a fun thing. You knit it in the round. You start down here and you knit it wrong side out. Then you fold it in on itself like this, so that this part covers your mouth and nose, and then this is the hood.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I've made lots of these. Actually, they're fun to make. They're really huge, though. They're 3 yards of worsted weight, 3 strands of worsted weight.
What size needles? What size?
15s.
15s.
15s. So your hands are tired after a while. But this is just red heart yarn that we got for free from the library. But it works. He loves it. And it's done. I finished it for my husband. He can thank me later.
If we lived in a cold weather state, that would be a pretty cool
Well,
thing to have.
I mean, the 3 days a year around here where it randomly gets to be like 32, it's quite nice.
Yeah.
I have one. I made one for my husband. I made one for a friend who wanted to give it to her mom. We traded. I made the cowl for her, and she untangled some yarn for me, and she said it was not worth it. I was like, well,
all right. Well, now you know.
now you know, yeah. And I made one for Asher because the one I made for Asher was just me trying it out.
Yeah.
So reading the pattern, I didn't get it.
Oh.
So I thought, let me try this before I make one for James, and I'm all confused. So my son Asher has one too. My other 2 sons. Oh, Judah is knitting his own. He wants one, but he sat down. He got tired of waiting on me to do it. Sat down and is almost halfway through his own version.
Very cool.
Although
Okay.
once he saw me finish James's, he seems to think I should take his and finish his too. I'm like, no. For one thing, he knits so loosely, we would never. I'd have to frog it and start it over. It wouldn't be the same size. Like he's having to knit several sizes smaller because his knitting's so loose.
Okay. Well.
But no, he's doing good. He can finish it. Anyway, do I have any other? Oh, I have one more finished object, sort of. Depends on how you define finished. I told y'all last month, I define finished to mean I have done all the knitting. As far as I'm concerned, if the knitting is done, the object is finished. It does not matter if I still need to weave in ends or add fringe or
Put it together,
as in the case of this item. But the knitting is done. This is my bunting by Dawn Barker, made out of the yarn we got from Euphoria Knits during the DFW yarn crawl. And yeah, the knitting is done.
Fiber Festival.
What did I say?
Yarn crawl?
Yeah, she's right. Fiber Festival. So I tried to put it together, but I kept getting confused, which is really funny because Mom showed me and it's really not that hard. I just need to seam up like that. But for some reason, I couldn't figure it out. I think when I showed it to you guys last time, I was right here. And these were counting markers. No, maybe it was here. And these are counting markers. Yeah, I think that's right. But anyway, I think it's really pretty. I like the colors.
I love the colors, yeah.
So when you're wearing it, it should look something like this and have 2 points.
Right. Kind of like bunting. That's
Like
why it's called bunting towel, yeah.
Yeah, so that one is Katie's definition of finished. You'll see it again.
All right, based on
January.
that definition, I may have a lot of finished projects at home.
Hey, man. That seems totally legit to me. All right, but that brings me to the unfinished objects, and I have a few of those too. But I've made progress on the most important one, which is the wedding veil.
The wedding veil.
So I don't know where I was last time exactly. I think I was like in the low 90s in terms of row count. I am now on row 107, which doesn't sound like a lot of progress, but I swear that's a lot of stitches.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, it looks like a cobweb all scrunched up on here. I think I've added the pink. Come me a little bit of slack.
Are those
Lifelines.
lifelines? Yeah.
Yeah. Cobweb weight lace has taught me the true value of a good lifeline. I put one in about every 10 rounds now. And you can see I took out some of the older lifelines. I try to keep 2 lifelines in, and I'm putting one in every 10.
You need to get you a 50-inch cable.
Yeah, I just don't knit on, well, I think these are 3s or 4s.
Oh, don't you have interchangeable needles in that size, Chibu?
They're 3s. I might actually,
And
because
then
I
you-
have a
and then
50
you-
inch.
I mean, I think I've got 2 actually. I can send you one
That's a good idea.
when I get home. Put it in the mail because I think I've got 2 50-inch cables for the smaller needles.
I might have one now that you, I hadn't thought about that for some reason.
Because I don't have it with me, but I'm doing a circular blanket shawl. I think it's a shawl, and I have mine. I put them on that 50-inch cable, which it still has. It's still
You
not.
can see here's the second set of
Yeah.
peacock eyes
Yeah.
coming in.
Yeah, I see the first.
It
set down
actually
here.
shows up a little better on the video than you would think, or I thought it has.
I tell you what, It's going to be beautiful. I'm sure Victoria is just...
And I figured in my head, Victoria is not very tall.
No, she's
She's
not.
like, what, 4 foot flat?
No, she's 5 feet flat.
Okay, sorry, 5 feet flat. She's not very tall. Yeah, 5.
She's at least 5 feet tall.
She's 5 feet
I don't think she's as tall as Beth is.
Beth is what, 5'2"? Yeah, she's probably 5 feet tall. Now, granted, she wears like 8-inch heels to help herself out sometimes, but she's not very big. So I figured if I don't totally get to the end, I can probably just be like, it's close enough, and this is going to be plenty big enough for her.
It probably will be. You're probably right. Yeah.
I'm hoping to totally finish it, but I feel a little bit less pressure with the thought that if I don't, because already, if I were to stretch this whole thing out, it's huge. It's already huge. You just can't tell because it's scrunched up on this thing. So, but yes, it's coming along. I have not had to frog any more of it since the last time I had to frog some of it. So that's good, because if I hadn't had to pull out 20 rows,
did you?
It's
fine. Oh, okay.
It's just, I keep the yarn in these little satiny bags so it doesn't snag.
Okay.
This is just the spool of the yarn came on, and so it's in 2 bags. But yes,
Truly an heirloom piece.
yes. And I don't love anyone else in the world enough to do this for them, so it's the only one I'm ever doing. I don't have any daughters, so I don't have to do it for any of my own.
You don't.
I guess if I had a daughter-in-law someday that really wanted one, I might be convinced, but that would be it, because it's not unpleasant to do, it's just hard. And the hard part is because I can't just take it around. I can't be too tired so that I can see it. It has to be light. I have to be at my desk. I have to have the pattern, and I have to not be interrupted. I drop stitches whenever I have to sit it down and pick it back up.
And that yarn weight is almost literally like working with cobweb.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like sewing thread. It might be thinner than sewing thread, actually.
Yeah, it's not as coarse anyway.
Yeah, it's much softer.
Yeah.
And it has like this halo fuzz kind of going
And what is the fiber?
No idea.
Oh,
I bought it from Color Mart, which was a company in Europe. When I bought it, they shipped everywhere for free. But now with all the tariffs and everything, it's not like that anymore. But I'll either write it on the screen or put it in the box below if you want to know. But it's actually, they sell like mill ends. So the idea is you buy it and you buy multiple mill ends, and they ply it for you so that you're building your own yarn from scratch. That's kind of the idea. So this is like what should be 1 ply of a multi-ply
strand. Okay,
strand.
I get it.
Except that I wanted it to be cobweb, so I'm knitting with just the single ply.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Let's see, is that all that I have worked? No. Blanket of knowledge, my blanket. So I am almost done with this. I wanted to have it finished for you, but I am about halfway through the last stripe. So it's going to be done in time for Christmas, and it's a gift for my mother-in-law. So, yeah, we'll runaway ball yarn.
Oh, it's so pretty.
But yeah, this is coming along quite nicely.
So I'm doing a blanket of knowledge as well. I started it at a different time, and mine's a different colorway. And this stripe right here is what I just finished on mine.
Oh, mine are not in order anyway.
And so I don't even know but this was
that's the February pattern.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful
because see, I thought
pattern.
it looked like little lace hearts and then little.
It does kind of look like hearts. Now that you say that, yeah.
Was kind of going for. But my strips are not done in the order. I when one gets behind, one can open yourself up to all kinds of freedom. If you stay up with a knit along, then you always have to knit the yarn and the pattern that the designer intended, because that's what you have. But if you get behind, suddenly you have 1, 2, 3, how far behind are you? 5, 6 months worth of yarn? However far behind you are, and 6 months worth of patterns. And then all of a sudden you have choices. I can knit March yarn and March pattern in the March spot if I want to. If I'm 6 months behind and I want to knit the March yarn with the April pattern in the June spot, I can. And so I did. Wow. And the irony is I'm the designer. Tracie dyed the yarn, but I designed most of the patterns and put them in the order that they were in. But I'm having fun mixing it all up.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. I think Margie's gonna really like it. It's very warm too. Like,
Yes,
I'm like
it is.
wanting to cuddle up.
It's a
in
good
it.
size. She's gonna be able to wrap up in it.
Yeah, because
Nicely.
she's not a big lady, so yeah.
Ugh, sorry, Mom. I may have looked your hair.
That's all right.
So there we go. That is still. It'll be done in time for Christmas, which means I probably won't have it to show you for the January episode because I will have given it as the Christmas present to my mother-in-law. But I'll try to remember to take a picture of it before I give it to her. But yeah, so let's see. That is WIPs. What comes after WIPs? Let me see my notes.
I don't know.
I need a better system.
Oh, don't fall off the bench.
That would be funny.
I didn't know I was gonna do this, but because I always do something with me, I do have a couple of projects.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. Let's talk about
That's
your
okay.
WIPs. That's what's next. I'm in a hurry.
That's okay. So I don't remember the year I knit Asher his first sweater.
He was 15.
No, that was the second sweater I knit him.
Oh.
The first Asher is Katie's oldest
Well, the
son.
first sweater you knit him was when he was born and he was 3 months old.
Oh, that's true. I did knit the very first hoodie.
I have to find a
ever
picture
for
and put that up
Yes.
here for you.
And then when I was still living in Pflugerville when I knit the house sweaters from Harry Potter, not the Weasley sweater, the actual house sweater. That was
the gray one.
The gray
yes.
with the, And he wore that one till literally there were holes in it.
Absolutely. He was bringing it to me going, can you fix this? And I said, no.
So then when he was 15, I knit him a Weasley sweater. So if you're familiar with Harry Potter, you know the Weasley sweater is what Mrs. Weasley knit for her boys every Christmas, and Ron always got maroon,
He hates maroon.
because it doesn't go with red hair.
Well, they all have red
Ask
hair.
anybody with red hair. Do you wear maroon? No. But so anyway, I knit Asher a Weasley sweater. It was not maroon though, because he's House of Ravenclaw. So it was blue with his letter initial on the front, A. Well, he asked me for another sweater because that one, he's 18 now, and of course between 15 and 18, boys grow a lot. So he's got a lot of arms showing at the end of it.
Like this, he was still wearing it. The sleeves were up to like here.
So he's getting another sweater, and I'm working on that now. And I'm using the pattern of the Weasley sweater, but he wants me to put his brand on it that he came up with himself.
He's got his own little logo.
Yeah, so this is just the back. It's just a basic stocking net stitch sweater, but this yarn is, I gotta look at the label. This is called, it's from Mountain Mohair Spinnery. Anyway, Green Mountain Spinnery, and it's called Mountain Mohair. So it's a worsted weight. It's a North American fiber, 100% North American fiber, and it's 30% yearly mohair with 70% wool. And it's not as thick as that would sound.
No, I was just to say, especially for a worsted weight, it's really not.
And when I did my gauge swatch and I blocked it, it softens up, so it's not as scratchy feeling once it's done. But
What's
this
the
is
color?
Elderberry. So to go with the elderberry one.
Does he have
The
the
elder
elder
one.
Oh,
The
just
elder
the
one,
elder
yeah.
one. Gotcha.
So, but anyway, and it was the only color they had enough skeins in. You get, you improvise with that. But I really like it. I couldn't find anything just going around the local shops that I really liked, so I went ahead and ordered it.
What color are you going to do his?
I don't know. I'm thinking silver would look pretty cool on that if I could just find some. And I have several different shades of grays at home.
Yeah.
Just pick one, do it in a gray or black maybe. I haven't decided. I'll have to play with it and see what looks good. Because I do the initial in a copycat. Duplicate stitch, yeah. So I'm just duplicating the knit stitch on top of stitches that are already there. So I'm going to try to hurry and finish it before winter passes. Because, boys are still growing between 18 and 19 and 20. And I don't
Hope
want
not much.
But I'm making it off of the extra large size. You sent me his chest size and I took a big size.
Extra large sounds right
Yeah.
for him. That's about what he wears.
And then the only other thing I brought with me, because I always have a pair of socks or a small project. It's not always socks.
Cute bag!
Yes, I bought this at Hot Springs Fiber Company when we...
Oh, in October, that's right.
Yeah,
I was about to say,
yeah.
where'd you get that?
Yeah, no, I
remember
got it at
now.
Hot Springs Fiber Company in October. I just liked it because I'm a nurse, and it had the little hearts with the EKG and the little stethoscopes on it, and so, yeah, it's a real cute bag. I really like it. And so these socks, I am now on the foot part of
Ooh,
them.
I like this yarn too.
This is from the Dragonfly. I got this at the Yellow Rose of Texas Fiber Festival. The Dragonfly.
Dragon Horde.
Anyway, this was the show yarn.
Okay,
The
I like it.
the Blue Bonnet show yarn from that show.
What's this pattern?
It's called Twilight, and
I like
it's
the pattern too.
it's in the my book 2 at a Time Socks by Is it Margaret? Here, I had to screenshot it because I knew I wouldn't remember her name, and I like to give appropriate credit. So let me just go right up here.
Do you want to know where you made a mistake?
Yeah, I know where I made a mistake. I made a mistake in the very beginning. I made several mistakes because I couldn't figure it out. But it's just for me and for fun.
Nobody else is going to be looking at your socks.
I wasn't going to go back and redo it. These are Melissa Morgan Oaks.
Cute.
2 at a Time Socks. The pattern's by Melissa Morgan Oaks. It's called Twilight. It's just basic sock pattern. Nothing really. But now that I finally got the countdown and
you're doing them 2 at a time. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I finally got the hang of that. It took me a while, but I finally did. So
I like it. It is fiddly to learn, but once you learn, I like it.
I even did my heel turns on them this time.
Did you? I usually take it off.
I was taking it off to do it, but this time I just left them on, and it all worked out. So
yeah, I've done them on, but I don't know.
I mean, I have several things going on. I'm doing a mystery knit along with Expression Fiber Arts out of North Carolina.
It's a circular
shawl. I'm doing a blanket of knowledge that I've got all the yarn for now. I just need to finish it up. I had bought a couple of years ago. I had bought some tweed at McKinney's Knittery in McKinney, and was going to do a cardigan. I almost had the cardigan finished, and I just didn't like it. It didn't fit right, even though we gauged it, and it was one of those custom built patterns.
Oh, was it a custom? That was the custom fit.
Yes, and I just didn't like it, so I frogged it all, and then I found this. This is a drops design, which
that's brave.
Brave, yes, I know. I've done one before.
They're translated from some other language into English.
It's called Cinnamon Toast, and it's a V-neck cardigan with 3/4 length sleeves and a little flare. I really like it. Yeah, it's real cute. And so far, so good. You just have to, what I've learned with drops design patterns is you need to read the whole pattern. Not that you shouldn't do this anyway, but you really need to read the whole pattern before you start.
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of the, and at the same time.
Gotcha.
And while you're doing this, so if you're just knitting along, then you think you've got your 24 inches knit, and then you look down and it says, and at the same time, decrease, or whatever.
I've knit one drops pattern, and it was the first sweater I ever knit, that big yellow short sleeve sweater. And it was hard for me. The hard thing that I was having was not the at the same time. I got that okay. But I just think that there were some things lost in translation. It was a V-neck where the collar overlapped. Mm-hmm. So one's going this way and one's going this way, and there's this double layer of fabric right here. And I could not figure out the construction going on in that double layer. Now I know what was going on because I've knit a lot. But at the time I was still new, and the directions weren't as easy for me to understand as I would have liked. So I kept having to get somebody to help me. But otherwise it was fine.
Yeah. So far this is not a very hard pattern. So
yeah, that's good.
And like you, I've knit long enough now that if I don't exactly understand the wording, I can look at the photograph of the garment, or just from having made other garments.
You're like, oh, I bet this is what they
yeah.
So, alrighty, so that's all of our whips. Mm-hmm. And then acquisitions. I have acquired some yarn because she gave up on a different project. So we're both doing the RCal with Kathleen Fuller, except that I'm reading and crocheting, and she's just reading now.
I'm just reading, yeah.
But that's okay, because I've happily inherited the rest of her
the yarn kit I had bought to make the granny squares.
You did make 3 granny squares.
I did make
show the 3 you made.
make 3 granny squares.
There it is.
Those are for the first 3 books, which I don't even remember what they were. The proposal pack, the engagement
courtship
pack,
plan,
and the marriage pack, I think.
No, it was the courtship plan, the proposal plot, and the marriage pack.
Yeah, so these were the 3 squares that coincided with each of those books.
So there you go, hold them up.
I don't know which goes with which though.
I should, but I don't remember. It's been a while since we did that one.
So she's got a head start on some granny squares if she wants them to.
I'll just add them to my pile. I'll have 3 extra. I still don't know what I'm going to do with mine when I get them done, but I figured if I do just finish the project and have tons of granny squares, I'll have endless options of whatever I want to do.
That's for sure.
I'm having fun crocheting them, so it doesn't matter. But I am grateful to have the extra yarn because there's several colors, like that jade green, for example.
Yes, I use that
running
a lot.
out of.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to have to buy a whole nother 40 pack just to get one color. So that is great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And let's see, what else have I, oh, my grandmother gave me a birthday present. She crocheted this Japanese knot bag for me. I think she started it a long time ago and she said she lost it and then she found it and finished it for my birthday yesterday.
Yes. When you move, it's amazing how you lose things in a move and then you find them later.
It's the other way. I love it. I think it's super cute.
It's very cute. Put a lining in it so that you can...
Yes. And the lining is Christmas. I'm going to turn it wrong side out so you can see the lining.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see the fabric. How cute is that?
Hold it this way so you can see it. There's a Christmas tree on one side and then just Christmas. There's a gingerbread man and a
Maybe
Santa
you
Claus.
can almost do it reversible.
Actually, you almost could. It's pretty darn cute on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Now that you say that, I kind of like that idea.
For the holiday
And then
season.
it's a Christmas bag at Christmas time. And then when I don't want the Christmas to show, I can flip it around. That's a good idea. I think I'm going to leave it this way. Now that you said that, I love it. Isn't that cute? All right, here's my new Christmas purse, y'all. I love it.
That is very cute.
Yeah, anyway, so she made that for me and gave it to me on my birthday, and I love it. All right, and then let's see, one more acquisition. I'm sorry, pardon me. I know I keep like diving into the bottom of the screen here. My sister-in-law gave this to me for my birthday, and I thought it was so cute. It says,
That is
all
very cute.
you knit is love, and it's just a little Christmas tree.
Marianne?
Mm-hmm.
That is very cute.
And she got Audrey to sign my card, and she spelt my name, Auntie Katie. A-U-N-T, that's the first line.
Mm-hmm.
E-A, that's the second line. Katie is C-A-D-E-A.
Hey, how old is Audrey?
6.
Yeah, she's just not,
I thought it was the most adorable thing ever. That is and that's a creative spelling. I mean, like,
that is.
if you were telling me to sound out Katie, I might do K-A-D-E or K-A-D-Y, but C-A-D-A-E, that's some thinking. She thought about that. But what really cracked me up, I couldn't figure out what it said at first because it said aunt, and then the E-A-C-A-D, and it's all one word, E-A-C-A-D-E-D-A-E. I'm like, what is this? And then she said, oh, Audrey was sounding it out and spelling it. And then, this is auntie. Judah used to do that when he was little. If he ran out of room, he just continued the word on the next line, no dash, no spaces.
That is precious.
So, yeah, it was precious.
Yeah.
So, I sent her, she was here for Thanksgiving, so I sent her home with gingerbread cookies I sent her home with one gingerbread house cookie for each of the 2 kids because they weren't with us for Thanksgiving. And then a whole dozen just for her because they're her favorite thing. That's her Christmas.
Yes.
I said, this is your Christmas present because making those is a pain. But I know she loves them. So she sent me a picture this morning. She was eating one for breakfast.
Hey,
She's like, I'm eating my breakfast.
They're my favorites too. I love those gingerbread cookies.
Well, I will have to see if I can find you one because the boys ate most of them, but I think I still have a couple. All right, so that is all that I've acquired in the yarn related world.
I don't think I've gotten it. Just the stuff for my knit-alongs that I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't really need any.
I bought Asher's yarn there to do the sweater with. So
yeah, I did shop the Hot Springs Fiber Company Black Friday sale and maybe ordered a little yarn today. Maybe will come in the mail later because I still like her yarn. Some of my favorite yarn.
Oh, and I did buy the mini Hank set at Hot Springs when we were there in October.
Oh yeah.
And when I got home, I went there, I bought that bag, I picked out 5 little mini Hanks to make one of the quintet shawlets for somebody. And I kept looking at this other package that was already put together, but I don't need 2 of them, I really just need to do this. And Tracie took the stuff, she bagged it all up for me, I paid for it, and we visited and we left. I didn't open that for like a month later.
Yeah.
And seriously, a month later, I decided I wanted to use the bag. So I go get it out, and that package of the 5 mini skeins that I had been looking at were tucked in there as a little gift with a little note on it from Tracie.
Sweet of her.
It was very sweet of her. I had to text her right away and just tell her, honestly, I did not even open this till today. So I didn't ignore it, and I wasn't ungrateful. I just didn't know it happened.
Well, and I felt really dumb because I knew it happened because Tracie texted me and told me what she did. But then, you know, life went on and I didn't think about it again. I kept meaning to ask you if you had looked at your yarn.
So now I can make 2 quintet shawlets.
Or you can throw some extra minis in your Scrappy Advent.
I sure can. That's another good point. Yes.
All right, let's see. So that was acquisitions. Acquisitions for you guys. Shareable time.
Yay!
So, y'all will have to forgive me. I made a little boo-boo. So, I accidentally sent your prize to last month's winner. And so I am going to have to give this month's winner last month's winner's prize because I just mailed the wrong thing. But because I made a boo-boo, I added extra stuff to it.
Oh.
So this was the actual, the shareable from October. It was these 2 balls of yarn. Here, can you hold these for me? Which are Cumulus, which is a cotton yarn. It's super soft.
Oh, it is. Really is. Yeah.
And then I had little chicken needle point protectors and a little stitch marker purse. So that, and the bag. That was last month. Well, it was the prize for October, and it should have gone to the winner announced on the November episode. But I accidentally sent that November's prize to the October winner.
Okay.
Anyway. So
you know the winners are still getting a prize.
You're still getting a prize, but the little purple yarn that you were supposed to win, that's no longer in my possession. The winner didn't even notice. I emailed her like, because at first I panicked when I found this. I thought, did I send her an empty box? Like, what the heck did I send the winner? So I emailed her. I'm like, did you get your box? And she said, yeah, I love it. It's great. I'm like, what was in it? She's like, it's like the purple yarn and a pom-pom. I'm like, okay, good, because I was terrified I had sent you an empty box. But since I am having to give you guys the wrong shareable, I decided to add some extra goodies, and I will show you what I got for you. I made a pair of earrings.
Oh, cute.
So just little cute. You can use them as stitch markers or earrings. I mean, when I say I made them, I mean I bought the charm and I hooked it onto an earring back. I didn't actually string the beads because I'm not that cool. And then more needle point protectors.
Avocados?
These are avocados.
Oh, cute. Yes.
And then we went to the ARC Encounter back in October. And if you signed up for their newsletter, you got a free keychain.
Right.
So everybody in my family signed up. Well, one of my boys was like, here, Mom, I don't really want this. So I have the ARC Encounter keychain for one of you guys. It has the ARC for the ARC Encounter. That's here. And it also has the dinosaur for the Creation Museum. So I have that to give away. So I thought that was cool. And the last thing I have is something very special because I have no more of these to give away to anybody. But after 2 years, 3 years, how many years has it been? Several years.
They did that for your 40th birthday.
Was it my 40th birthday? So after 2 years, I have finally found the last duck. And so this shareable will also include the last of the ducks. And I did find 100 ducks.
Oh my.
Cooey was so upset. She was like, that was supposed to take you 10 years to find them all. It took me 2, but I did find them. So anyway, I'm going to add these little extras into your shareable since you are getting the wrong shareable. It's still a great shareable. The Cumulus yarn is fabulous. It's just a little out of season. It's kind of fall-y colors, and so it was supposed to go.
Right.
I do not have a shareable for January. I think I'm going to do a live cast-on party again. I thought that was fun.
Oh, that was fun. I participated in that. Yes, that was fun.
So instead of sending out a shareable for January, also in January, I usually go over my yarn stash and kind of cull and what do they call it? De-stash a few things.
Because you have the what's it called when the president makes his speech in the State of the
Knitter address.
Yeah, the State of the Knitter address. Yes.
So I will go through everything, and I will be able to build up some more shareables for you guys at that point. So I don't have anything new to share for January, but tune in to my January episode, the regularly scheduled episode will be a live. It will not be a pre-recorded one like I usually do.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to cast on. Like, I'm going to decide what I'm going to, like, some main things I want to knit and cast them on. I don't know if I've knit everything I cast on. I cast on that wedding veil.
Yeah, last year was the wedding veil. I don't even remember what I cast
I cast on 3 things, and I think the other couple of things I did finish.
Okay.
I can't remember now. I'll have to go. I should have looked before we recorded what I cast on last year. But I think I'll pick a couple. If you ever look in my Ravelry queue, it never changes. I have like 20 things, and sometimes it grows. I have like 20 projects in there that are all things that I have the yarn for, and it's set aside, and I'm ready to go. But for one reason or another, I don't immediately start it, and so it just sits in this thing. So I'm gonna pick like 3 to 5 items off my queue, and that's what I'm gonna cast on for my cast on party.
Okay.
So, and then if you're a fan of Roxanne Richardson, in February, she does Finish It February.
That's right.
So I might need to pull a few things out and do some Finish It February. My other blanket of knowledge, my crochet version, I put that aside so I could focus on the knit one to finish for Margie, but I definitely want to finish that. I probably won't finish it in February, but I will finish it. It's for Joey. I don't want to finish it by his birthday in April. So I'm going to definitely be working on that next year. And the veil, like right now, you can see I haven't cast on a lot of new stuff because I'm really heavily focused on the wedding veil. And it is going to be probably boring for you guys maybe for a few months to watch this wedding veil grow very, very, very slowly. So I apologize.
But that one does have a deadline.
But yeah, it's important. So, and sometimes it's like that. So let's see. What's looming? What's coming up? We talked a little bit. Gonna do the live cast on.
Are you going to talk about your Advent calendar?
Yeah, that's coming up.
Yeah.
So we're starting December 1st. Which is today. You're watching this on December 1st or thereabouts. Which should have been the first day for my Advent Vlogmas. I am doing a devotional every day for December. It's called Son of God, Son of Man. It was written by one of the pastors at the church I belong to, and I have their permission to read it out loud on the YouTube channel. I'm excited. I'm not violating any copyright laws, YouTube powers that be. I don't think my church has got, I think it's just copyrighted by our church. It wasn't put out by like a publishing company, so it's probably not a problem.
But you still have permission.
I went and got permission. It said get permission. I went and got permission. So we've got that going on. The RCal is going to continue. The next episode that you should be seeing of RCal should be out on December 17th.
Okay.
Is that the 3rd Friday of December? I think so.
so.
I'm a little behind on that. I have only crocheted 2 of the granny squares, and I still need to do the other 4. And I've read all of the books I think I've read before, except the new one, Behind Enemy Bylines. But I went and bought the audiobook because I'm just much more likely to listen to it while I'm doing other things.
I think it's December 19th.
Maybe it's the 19th.
Yeah, I think it's the 19th is the 3rd
Might
Friday.
be the 19th. So that's coming up. So again, you can crochet granny squares. You can read 1 or more of the books, or do one or the other or both or any combination thereof. There's no restriction on what you do. Just come and do it with us and it'll be fun. So there's the RCal, the Advent, the cast on party will be January 1st. It will be a live. We can do it New Year's Day. We'll do it New Year's Day.
Yeah, do it New Year's Day.
That's what we'll do. We'll have a live New Year's Day cast on party. I think that might be what I did last year anyway.
I thought it was New Year's Day last year.
Never mind. We will do a live cast on party New Year's Day. I will do it. We won't be doing anything, but I'm going to sleep late because we are going to a New Year's Eve party at night. So maybe I'll start it around 2 or 3 in the afternoon Central Time. I'll post something on my community page and Instagram that says exactly. Probably like 2. Started at 2, and I don't know how long I'll go for. I think I went for 2 or 3 hours last time. It was fun.
I don't remember, but it was fun.
Yeah, we'll go as long as people are enjoying it and hanging out, and when people start to peter out, we'll stop. That's what we'll do. New Year's Day cast on party. Advent is going on. Join us for that. And RCal. And we don't have any more Singing Women. My group doesn't have any more Singing Women of Texas concerts until February.
My group in Central Texas, we will sing at the Wesleyan Senior Living Facility. We do that every year on December 13th. We just do...
That's nice.
Yeah, and it's a large crowd. Almost every resident comes, and we get to wear crazy Christmas stuff, and we do some Christmas songs, and that the people know, so they can sing with us. And then we'll do some of our concert pieces, and then our next concert will be the 3rd Sunday in January. I think it's January 16th.
That'll be fun.
I don't remember where it's at though.
We don't have as many concerts because we're new. We did 1 last semester, and we'll do 2 in the spring semester, and then hopefully next year we'll
Yeah, and my group is established, Singing Women of Texas Central chapter, where we've been established for 18 years.
Oh yeah, you've been.
Yeah, I think we're in either our 18th or 19th year now. I have not been a part of it that long. I've only been a part of it 2 years. This is my second year. And we do concerts around churches.
Were you
Central
in the North?
Texas.
Did you sing in the North?
I did not sing in the North. Anyway, we do concerts the third Sunday of every month from starting in September through May. And just different places in Central Texas.
Do y'all have a Facebook group?
Yes,
like talks about if people are in that area and
we
they
do
want
have a
to
Facebook
find your
group.
concerts.
Yeah, Singing Women of Texas Central.
And we do too, Singing Women of Texas East. So yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All right. Oh, I was going to show you the book. That's in the bottom of my basket. You can see my fancy planning method here. There, that's a little easier than reaching down into the bottom of the basket. But this is Kathleen Fuller's most recent release. This is the book we will actually be discussing, like doing sort of a book review about on December 19th. So if you only want to read one of the 6 books, this is the one I recommend you read because this is the one we're going to be answering questions about and talking about. Also, if you have a question for Kathleen Fuller, it doesn't have to be about this specific book, but just anything like ask the author, make sure you email it to me because I would love to have some questions for that. So far, I haven't really had anybody email any questions. I usually come up with questions to ask her because I just do, but it would be great if you guys could come up with some questions for the author and she will answer them for you when we do our archive.
Okay.
All righty. I think that sounds like a lot of fun to be going on. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope you have a beautiful and wonderful December. Do you want to pray?
I would love to pray. Yes, I would.
All right, Mom is going to close us in prayer.
All right. Dear God, we are so gracious and thankful for you, that you are God and there is none like you, creator of heaven, earth, and sea, and all that is in it, that you are merciful and gracious and just and righteous, and that you love each and every one of us, Father, according to your great love and mercy, that your mercies are new every morning. I thank you, Father, that for this opportunity to be here in Lindale, to be with Katie and my mom and dad, and see my brother who came down from Chicago. Thank you for family. I pray that you will bless everybody else out there who's visiting with family during this holiday season, be it from Thanksgiving to Christmas. Safe travels for everybody. I pray, Father, that you will just forgive us where we fail you, Lord. Help us to remember that for those of us who believe in you and have trusted in Jesus, Father, that our sins are forgiven, that you redeem, you restore, and you renew our strength as the eagles soar, Father, right out of Psalm 103. In this very busy time of year when we are easy to get bogged down and get tired and maybe just a little bit cranky. So I pray that you'll be with each of us in that area to remember to love as you love, to be gracious and merciful to our people around us, whether it's family or friends or work people. And then help us, Father, as we create with the talents you have given us to make beautiful things and to remember you, the ultimate creator, who spoke things into being, who made man out of dust, woman out of man, and that who loves us so much, you sent your Son through the virgin birth of Mary, Lord, with the sole purpose of living a life to die ultimately on a cross for our forgiveness of sins, and then to raise 3 days later so that we can have eternal life and victory over death. And we love you for that, and we're so gracious. Thank you for Katie. I love her, Lord. I think she's just done a marvelous thing with her talents and with her testimony for you, and I pray that you will just continue to bless her as a mom, as a teacher, as a wife, and all the roles that she fulfills in her life. Thank you for this YouTube channel and for those listening today. And I pray that you will lead us all and help us to do your will. And it's in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen.